Hi again, Facebook. Okay, I am trying to get Miss Mary. Try it again. Okay, well, I'm trying to bring Mary Ann on. Go to my page. I'm trying to get Mary Ann on, so I'm going to go ahead and. There you are, there you are, there you are. Okay. Yay, please work. I promise it'll be worth it, you guys. I promise. Mary Ann, if you can just click there to accept, to add the video. I so promise this is going to be worth it. I don't know why this is giving me so much trouble. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this, and we're going to keep trying. Hopefully I'm going to get Mary Ann on, but if not, I will just have to tell the story myself. Okay, so some of you guys who follow me know that Mary Ann Markley is a mom in California. You don't see, okay, so I'm inviting you. Why won't it let me? Okay, I'm clicking approve. Yes, yes. Okay, hopefully this is going to work out.
Are you there?
Yay, we did it.
Okay. Okay, can I turn it around now?
Okay,
That's it.
just, you know what, just hold
Like
it
this?
and keep it on your face. Or you can have your mom do it. Either way. No, have her turn it the other way.
Oh, okay.
Have her turn it, yes, just like that.
Like
Okay.
this. Okay. Good?
Sorry for the slow start there, you guys.
Can you see me?
No, it's
No,
me.
I see your mom.
Okay.
It's me.
So what do I have
Turn it
now?
around.
You mean upside down?
Turn it,
Like
I'm
this?
sorry, turn it the other way. Turn it straight up and down because I started the camera. Okay, right there. Nope.
Okay.
Straight up and down.
Okay.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should she hold it
You
like
did it.
that? And she can see
Yes.
me through it?
Perfect. Yes.
Okay.
Just
All right, good, good.
right where she's got it, right there. Maybe a little closer to you.
Right where you have it. Maybe a little closer.
Okay. A little
Okay,
closer.
perfect.
Okay, you guys,
Closer.
why have I got Mary Ann Markley on? Why is this important? Okay, this is Mary Ann Markley. For those of you who have not already had the pleasure of making friends with her, she is a lovely mom out in California who has an adult with autism, son that's 18 years old. He's got severe autism, so she has certainly been through all the stuff that we all know about. Most of us that are watching my page, most of us kind of have the same situation going on, maybe to different, levels of severity. But Mary Ann, your son is severe from what you told me, and you've really had quite a journey trying to help him, going across the country, seeing different doctors. Now that he's 18 and you're living in California, started to feel like you needed to do something to help improve the world for your son, and maybe help the state of California, and seeing that things are kind of going a little in the wrong direction in California. You were looking around
Exactly.
to see what you could do, and you came across
Very worrisome to
a
me.
character by the name of Austin Bennett.
Right.
Right. And being that he was running on a platform against mandatory vaccines, you wanted to support that. You wanted to help him. So you got involved. I'm just going to tell, basically what I understand from what you told me, and then, going to ask you a couple of questions, because I know you're a little bit nervous about being on camera. But you had...
it's okay.
You had tried to help Austin with some fundraising. And so you set up a GoFundMe account.
Yes.
And I'm
with
very
his
familiar with
permission.
GoFundMe. I have done a lot of campaigns with GoFundMe. I know exactly how they work. And so anyone can start a fundraiser with GoFundMe. You can start a fundraiser for yourself or for someone else.
Okay.
When you start a fundraiser and you're raising money for yourself, then you are considered the beneficiary and all the funds go to you. But when you're raising money for somebody else, GoFundMe has very strict rules in place, very, very strict policies regarding the way that fundraisers are handled when money is being raised for someone else. And they require that the person who's starting the campaign, within a very short period of time, I think it's 10 days actually, that you have to let them know who this beneficiary is so that they can establish a relationship with the beneficiary. So if I
Okay.
started, let's say I started a campaign for Mary because I wanted to help her out, I could start a campaign. But if I started the campaign for Mary and I put, this is money that we're raising for Mary Ann Markley, then before that fundraiser can be paid out, I have to connect Mary Ann with GoFundMe, and she has to set up on her end the account through WePay. They use a company called WePay to it's kind of like the intermediary between the GoFundMe platform and the individual receiving the funds. You have to set up an account with WePay, and through WePay, you connect it to your bank account. So if I were setting up an account for Mary, I would have to connect Mary and GoFundMe, and then Mary would set up a WePay account through GoFundMe's platform and she would enter in her bank account information, and so all the money would go to her. I would never touch any of them. I would never see the money. I would never have any access to the money. Couldn't take any money if I wanted to. The only way I could get money is if I was raising money for myself. So, and I said that because I want people to understand that there's no way that someone can raise money through GoFundMe for another individual and then take that money. It's not possible. They have very, very strict rules set up in place to protect those kind of things from happening, because anybody could, I mean, you could pick a celebrity and say you're raising money for them. So the bottom line is that Mary started a GoFundMe account for Austin Bennett. And that account, that campaign raised about $275.
Correct.
So $275 less the fees that GoFundMe charges. It's about 260 something dollars that were raised for Austin Bennett. However, because Mary's not technically savvy and she didn't understand what she needed to do, and perhaps Austin's not technically savvy and maybe Austin dropped the ball, it's quite possible that he received an email and he was supposed to do something to set up the account and he didn't do it. So either way, whether it was an oversight or a misunderstanding of what she needed to do as far as Mary goes, or whether it was just Austin failed to follow through, who knows? The bottom line is that because that relationship wasn't established and there was no account set up with WePay for the money to be transferred into Austin's account, the fundraiser got suspended, which means no one else can contribute to that campaign anymore. And it went into like a limbo stage, which is where they're holding the money, but they haven't done anything with it. That's where we're at now. And unfortunately, what has happened is that Austin is going around telling people that Mary has stolen this money. That is not what happened. So, Mary, have I represented this situation accurately?
Absolutely. It's absolutely
So,
egregious.
so you never took any of this money out of this GoFundMe account?
Absolutely not. No.
And the money right now is still being held by GoFundMe. I mean, GoFundMe still
Correct.
has the money.
I'm sorry?
Well, the money that people donated for Austin Bennett's campaign, okay, that money hasn't gone anywhere. It's not in your pocket. It's still sitting in an
No.
account with GoFundMe.
Exactly right.
Okay. So today you reached out to GoFundMe to let them know that the campaign, that the money needs to go back to the donors.
Exactly right.
Okay. So I'm bringing you to this point. I want you to explain to the people that are watching what has Austin done as a result of you trying to help him out. Try to, remember how we talked before. We don't hate Austin. We're not against Austin, but what has he done to you since all this happened? Just be honest.
I mean, as a mother who has been in the trenches for 18 years with my special needs son, I feel like he just blew me out of the water. That hope, that you give to somebody, and you give somebody your good graces away from your child, and to just be so publicly humiliated over lies without even being given a chance to defend myself. And now I have to go back to people and getting messages, the ugly messages, and I'm not an ugly person. I don't deserve this. I deserve to have a voice without being shut down like that. And for Austin to go around and defame my character, everybody knows who he's talking about, and we have two videos out there.
So people understand what is Austin accusing you of?
He's accusing me of taking the money from the donors that donated at GoFundMe and securing it into my own account for myself. He said the word kept, for myself. He, the next day, said that, he brought it up again. In the minute after that, I called him and I said to him, he answered the phone, how dare you defame me like that? I was there to support you. I gave you no reason to come down on me like this. And so he apologized profusely. I said, you got it all wrong. I don't know where your money is. I don't have your money. If you don't have it, I don't know where. I can't tell you where it is. And
well,
he said,
I know where it is.
It's
sitting in an account.
Yeah, and so then he just started. Then the
GoFundMe
next day,
it.
after the apologies, he said he was going to make a formal apology. And then yesterday, he started harassing me again about well, what do you mean, this check and the other? It was just all this mind twist, and it was all this questioning. Where did you supposedly send this and that to? And just all these, and I just felt like, wow, I thought you were representing my child. And
so
the way that you're treating me.
He's making statements to other people about you, saying that you took the money, or is he making these statements to you?
Yes, he made 2 lives. He took 1 live down, and then he said he wished he hadn't at the beginning of the next live the next day, and said
so he
that
did a live video.
Right.
Okay, so he did a live video wherein he accuses you of taking that money from the GoFundMe account.
Twice, 2 live videos, yes.
So
that was the first one.
2 live videos.
Yes. The first
and
one.
He left the second one up.
Yes. And in between there, we had a phone conversation where he was apologetic, but then the next day started the questioning again, all this badgering. And me, I said, I've given you all the donors' names, everything I could possibly furnish. And so, I'm sorry, but so I'm seeing the replies. Honestly, can you push us down a little, Mom? On Facebook, and I am new to this, and Austin called me vulnerable, and he's right, and he was like, she, has challenges. Yeah, my son has challenges, okay? Life is hard. I didn't take anybody's money, that just to defame my character like that, and to have other people that were friends that, I thought had, believed in me, are just following suit right along, just like, heard and saying the harsh things about me, and I'm getting messages like that, and it's just harassment. I can't. Mm.
Well, first of all, I want to apologize to you that you're having to go through that. You know, they say that no good deed goes unpunished, right? Well, this is the only thing that you're guilty of is that you tried to support Austin Bennett when he didn't deserve your support. Okay? And for the record, just so everybody knows, Austin Bennett was running for Senate, state Senate in California. He was running against Han, our lovely friend, State Senator Richard Pan, co-author of SB 277, and you know he was running against Pan, and unfortunately for him, he failed to get the 1,000 signatures that are required for him to get on the ballot. So he is disqualified from running. So he is no longer running. So anyone that wanted to give to a campaign for Austin Bennett, there is no campaign anymore. Okay, the campaign is over. He's done. He can maybe come back another time. I don't know how well he'll be received. I really don't know how he thought he had a chance if he couldn't even get 1,000 signatures to get on the ballot. Personally, I thought from probably around January that he wasn't ever really intending to be a successful candidate. But those of you who have been following me, you know my take on that. But anyway, nevertheless, the only thing that Mary did wrong was that she tried to help Austin when Austin didn't deserve her help. And because she didn't understand the technical side of GoFundMe and how to get it set up right, and perhaps because Austin failed on his end to set up the account, the money is just in limbo right now in a GoFundMe account. But it's basically just sitting there. Well, actually, it's not just sitting there anymore because, Mary, you did what I told you, and you sent an email to GoFundMe and asked them to please return the money to everyone they gave.
Absolutely.
So the proof will be in the refunds, okay? And if people want to take the money when it's refunded and go give it to Austin so that he can buy himself dinner, because that's what it'll be going for, well, more power to him. There may have been some other things going on with possible problems with legality of him accepting campaign donations from people out of state or out of that district. But that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is there was money that was raised. That money is not going to go for the purpose that it was raised for. It's going to go back to the donors. There is no reason why anyone should be hating on Mary for trying to help Austin. And I'm doing this video to try and clear the air and give a face to Mary so people can see she's a human being. She's a caring, loving mother of an autistic child that's suffering enough. She does not need to have someone like Austin Bennett going around spreading lies, okay? Now, Mary, when I'm done with this video, I want you to post those screenshots of the email from GoFundMe saying that the money was still being held, and then the screenshot of your email to them asking that the money comes back. Now, Mary's also contacted all the donors and let them know their money is coming back. So I hope that lays it to rest. And I hope that we don't have any more problems. And maybe Austin Bennett can find something more productive to do with his time than beating up on people in our movement. I don't know.
Amen.
I wish him nothing but the best of luck. Now, Mary, I want to have you on when I do We Are Vaxxed. I want to do an interview with you on We Are Vaxxed so that you can tell your story of your beautiful son and the struggles that you've gone through with his vaccine injury. That's another video for another day.
It's beautiful.
But
another blessing.
Let's do that, okay? All right?
Okay, let's do it.
Is there anything else you want to add? No? Good?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Get the word out.
Bye.
Mary's a good girl.
You too. Thank you for helping me do it. All right.